Moriarty, I got the paprika here. That's what you asked for, right?
I did ask for paprika. I just have one question for you, Theodore.
Uh-huh.
Why would I store the paprika in a pumpkin?
Well, that's where I always thought it made sense. Like, one was orange, the other was red-orange. It's like the color wheel. But anyway, here it is. It's you can put it in the big stew now.
What? What did you say?
What?
Theodore, what did you just say?
I got the paprika.
Oh no, what is this? Moriarty, what have you done?
Well, I was trying to make a big stew, you know.
Oh my god, it wasn't ready.
Well, no, it's not ready. You don't even eat anyways.
Big stew wasn't ready. It wasn't time yet.
I mean, I can add a pumpkin to it.
Oh god. Oh.
Hey, Zachariah, it's me, Big Stew.
Oh, thank God, Big Stew.
Oh, hey there. Me and Big Stu are just wondering when the food's gonna be ready. We're getting really hungry.
Hey, yes, I'm a really hungry skeleton.
You're so eloquent for a skeleton.
Hey, well, I got it from my pops, Zachariah. Thanks for letting me be part of your crew.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're safe. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the crew, Big Stew. That rhymes.
Oh, yes, welcome to the crew, Papa Big Stew. Alrighty then.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to Sanity Damage, a Dungeons & Dragons Play podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Nathan. Joining me are Grant.
Zachariah Harros. Stealth is for people without 74 minions.
Indeed. Cody.
Abraham Blavatsky. I'm in complete awe at our teamsmanship so far.
Pippin.
Door. No, small one dead.
Ellen.
The small one.
The small one. Penelope Whitlock. Please don't tell Isaac what happened. Please, don't.
And Alex.
Arf, hand me that shovel over there.
Oh, God.
Wow. Join us on episode 47 of our first campaign, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Last week on Sanity Damage, the party decided to head to the Fungal Crags in an attempt to retake it from the Mind Flayers and ideally to stop whatever kind of arcane pollution is emanating from the Fungal Crags. You only got about halfway there before you were beset by the mind-controlled thralls of these Mind Flayers. The Mind Flayers as a whole are out for a vengeance now because you killed one of their number. So I would say surprisingly difficult fight has ensued, and although most of you are holding your own, and you have a couple NPC allies from your affiliation with the Shadowcats gang, or Nightcats gang, the name is up for debate at this point because that's been opened for discussion. Most of you are doing okay, but Penelope is down and bleeding out right now. So let's jump back in. We're back at the top of the initiative order with Arf Orf.
Okay, I was wondering if we were starting there. All right, so from here I can see...
Because Alex loves to go first.
I know, I just keep rolling the best initiative, don't I? So from here, am I able to hit... There's the little tiny mind flayer, and then there's the two guys a few squares back. Am I able to hit all of them and see all of them? Like the guys in the back? I know I can see the mind flayer.
You can see the guys in the back. The one behind the blue card, I'm going to give him a +2 AC for cover. The other one I think you've got a clear shot on. And to clarify, the little guy is a brain with legs, and the legs have kind of fingers, right? It's pretty disgusting. It's a little bit larger than a typical humanoid or human-sized brain. Mm-hmm. Arf probably wouldn't, given Arf's background, he's not super well educated, right? Or classically educated.
Yeah, not super classically educated. He's very street smart.
Yeah, so obviously this thing is scary and gross and needs to not get near you, but other than that, Arf would not know much more about it.
Got it. Well, in that case, I'm going to use an ability from my magic quiver, and that's multi-shot. Actually, first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on... I'll do it on the little brain.
All right.
Hunter's Mark on the brain, and then I'm going to use multi-shot, which allows me to make the same amount of attacks as my proficiency bonus, so I get to make 3 bow attacks this round.
Nice.
What's that?
It's an ability from my magic quiver. It's called multi-shot, and once per short or long rest, I can use my action to take as many attacks as my proficiency bonus. So I can do
Pretty
3 bow attacks this round. Yeah.
That's nuts.
I like that.
Do it.
All right, so the first one I'm going to target the little brain. It's going to be a...
About to be the arrow devourer.
does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. For 11 piercing, and
Plus
it's...
your hunter's mark.
Yep. Where are you?
Where are few?
Where are few?
Wherefore art thou?
And 6 additional damage.
All right. That nearly kills it.
So I'm also then gonna use the dreadful strikes that I also have, which does 1 more psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack it again for... Ooh, that was a crit fail. I'm taking 1 more shot then. I'm doing all that I can to get that brain down. Does a 12 hit?
Let me check. It does.
Oh, it does. Awesome.
Just barely. You found the number.
For 10 piercing.
Nice. That does, in fact, kill it.
Nice.
Well done. Any movement?
I'll stay here for right now.
All right. Bringing us to Tor.
All right. Well, first, Tor's gonna look over at the fallen small person. He's gonna whisper to himself, and then this little pseudo dragon is gonna wrap itself around his neck, and it's gonna fly over towards Penelope.
What?
What?
Okay.
What?
What?
Hey, I asked you if I could cast the Find Familiar
Yeah.
in the tavern, and that is my familiar.
Do you have a token for it yet?
I do not have a token.
All right. I'll find a placeholder for you.
I've been trying to find a good, like, almost like Leviathan-esque aquatic dragon
Little baby.
looking token.
Little baby pseudo dragon is gonna save me. That's so cute.
Or it's gonna eat you. I don't know.
It could eat me. It'd be like a cat.
All right.
Does your little baby pseudo dragon have a name?
I will tell you later.
Is it Raven?
I had
no.
a name, and I have completely blanked on it at this moment.
And Penelope is not conscious to hear it anyway.
God damn it, why is this one cooler than Raven 2?
So, Tor's little friend is going to fly towards Penelope, and he's going to delay a cast for when it reaches her. While he's doing that, he's going to march down the field towards and the closest person he sees.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, the tentacle's going to fly across this open space and smack into that guy that he just ran at.
All right.
And I will roll that damage.
Tentacle's attacking the same guy that you are.
Yep. Oh, I'm not
Okay.
attacking.
Okay.
But it is. But it looks like it probably missed. 13 to hit?
13 does hit.
Tentacle of the deep.
Alright, didn't want to send the damage, so that's a d8. So 3 plus 5.
Nice.
Cold damage. And its movement is slowed by 10 feet for the next turn.
Okay. And your pseudo dragon, that's a standard familiar, so it operates at the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it fly over to Penelope. Once it reaches there, Taurus will then release the spell he had prepared, which is Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Hey.
Look at that.
Hey.
Just a few minutes in and we now know. When Penelope comes back, she has Big Stew's voice.
When Penelope comes back, she's just been
Big
possessed
Stew.
by the spirit of Big Stew.
Welcome to the crew.
For 9.
I'll take 9.
Yay.
Thank you.
And then immediately the enemies go.
I don't think there's anyone. Okay, I'm at 9. Whew, I'm up.
Very nice.
I
Thanks.
think that's
is-
why we were being so mean to you, is because we knew Tor was going to kill
Yeah.
you.
Probably.
I was doing the girl thing of like, it's fine. I'm not mad. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not
Whatever.
upset.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, no.
Elsewhere in the battlefield, where none of you can see because of the fog cloud, Azure cast Magic Missile and damaged one of the guards, which was good on her. The Wasanican captains are beginning their turn inside Stinking Cloud, so they need to make a con save.
Correct.
getting a 6
Failed.
and an 18. Oh yeah,
Succeeded.
last time we did this, I almost exclusively succeeded, which was really fun.
Nope, wasn't fun. It's terrible.
So it's gonna make 3 attacks against Null Zombie. Which one is this? They're both 4. You have 2 Null Zombie 4s. You have 3 Null Zombie 4s.
They're triplets.
So
Null
you're
Zombie
aware.
4s are all the same things. They all
I
have.
see. Okay.
They all have the same stuff, so I didn't bother doing different sheets.
All right. So attacking on the dice because advantage and disadvantage cancel out because there's only one of each source applying. We had a discussion about that on OnlyFins. You can subscribe for $2 to hear us talk about that. We've got a 13 against the zombie.
Give me one moment.
Give me one moment.
13, 14, and crit.
15. There we go. Okay, so yeah, crit hits.
Okay, so 14 damage from the crit, and that is it for the captains. Well, the captain that failed can still do stuff, just not an action, right?
Man, you're putting me through the ringer right out of the gate. I've cast a spell 100 times, and I definitely remember what it does. It loses its action.
Okay, so it's gonna retreat outside of the stinking cloud and get into position to start firing with its musket on its next turn. Well, maybe.
Well, maybe.
Oh, friends in the corner might need some help soon.
They're meat shields, it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Sure is not a friend, Penelope. How are you feeling?
Don't tell Isaac what happened. He's gonna be so mad at me.
Nelton gets a hit.
Finally.
Yeah,
Look at
Nelton.
him.
Yeah,
Good job,
boy.
Nelton.
Good job, Nelton.
His damage is not set up appropriately. Bad DM.
What? He did 69 damage,
Right,
and that's in the
Nelton
record,
is
and so
OP.
he just murdered that thing?
Nice.
That's insane.
Roll a 420 and get 69 damage?
What?
He does enough damage to kill a guard. Good job, Nelton.
Nelton.
Yeah. The guard was already damaged.
And then he knelt in his blood.
Wow.
And then Nelton sprouts tentacles and sucks the blood out.
Ooh.
Penelope, you are conscious, and it's your turn.
It's my turn. I didn't think I was gonna have to figure out what to do because I thought I was gonna be rolling death saves. Okay. Do I still have
You
my?
are prone.
I'm prone. Do I still have my wings?
I don't think so.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
I'll check the ability real quick. I think that let's see if you keep it when you're unconscious. If it's like just a minute timer, or if
Yeah. Let me.
Is it an ASMR thing?
yeah,
It's a racial
I think
ability.
it's a timer.
Hold on.
lasts for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus action.
So I still got my.
you still
okay.
have your wings.
I still have my wings.
Nice. That's cool.
So I use half my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I turned to the little pseudo dragon who saved me, and I'm like, "Oh, hi, little friend. Do you want to get out of here?" And I'm gonna fly up to where I was originally gonna go, which is on the building where Raven is.
Okay.
I'm just literally gonna fly up and perch up there, and then I think I don't want to. I want to heal myself, but I need to. So I think I'm going to cast. I'm gonna do a healing word on myself.
Okie doke.
I'm just gonna use it at first level, and I'm gonna get
Yeah,
5
nice.
points of healing back because I want to save my higher levels. And
Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna catch my breath up there next to Raven and my new pseudo dragon friend. I have all the winged creatures with me.
Yes, you do. Surrounded by familiars. Healing word is only a bonus action, so you can still use a cantrip or whatever.
sweet.
If you want to.
Yeah, I would like to
You don't
sacred
have to.
flame.
You can leave my monsters.
Would like to sacred flame this boy. The rite of Azure.
Okay, the remaining Quaggoth.
I forgot what they were called.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
Quaggoths.
have to make a DC 14 dex save.
All right. He just failed.
He's gonna take 6 points of damage.
Nice.
I'm just gonna hang up on here with my wings and snipe.
Nice. Zachariah Harris, it's your turn.
Zachariah is going to cast pull some necrotic energy from his spellbook, and kind of without looking, he's going to hold his flintlock with his arm extended all the way to the side and try to kill this Quaggoth over here. So he'll need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wow, he does have line of sight on that guy. It's like you can see the Quaggoth just barely between the walls of the buildings and the wispy tendrils of Stinking Cloud.
Yeah, so I narrated my little no-scope thingy, because I'm about to John Wick him, is what I'm doing.
Got a 12.
So he takes 12 necrotic damage, which doesn't
Still
do it.
cling into life.
So I am going to
Hit him again.
use my reaction to do another 10.
That kills him.
And then my skeletons are going to launch a volley at the soldier that Tor is not facing off with. And my zombies are going to try to take the captain down. So for the zombies, what I'd like to do is instead of attacking, I'm going to have them try to grapple him one by one. So
You're playing with my new rules.
you did it.
Yeah, the first one gets him.
So the first one gets him, and then I'm going to try to push him so that he's prone. So
that's the second one.
Yeah, do another one against the 15.
He succeeds.
Okay, and now he's prone.
What happens on a contested tie? I can never remember. Its status quo is maintained, right?
Buddy crit.
Yeah, if it was my game, he crit, so he wins. But if it's your, I don't know how you do crits with skill checks.
I'll give it to you this time because he's a scrub and because he crit.
Okay, so captain goes prone,
Yep.
and then we're gonna do. Since he's prone, actually, we're gonna do a volley on the one who is prone in the fog cloud.
Okay, that's 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage, so they're all at advantage.
What's their? Well, no, my ranged ones are at disadvantage because he's prone this round.
Right. Yep.
But he can't see them, so it's just on the dice.
No, there's 2 conditions imposing disadvantage. There's they can't see him and he is prone, which makes ranged attacks have disadvantage. So that's 2 disadvantages to 1 advantage.
To 1 advantage, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's hard to figure out. So it's an 11, a 15, a 6, an 18, and a 23.
2 of those hit.
And then a 12, no, a 6, sorry, not 12, a 6, an 13, a 6, a 12, and a 16.
None of those hit.
Okay, so then just 2 longbow damages would be, can I take my first damage roll?
Yes.
Because I rolled max damage 3 times in a row, somehow. 28 damage.
Yep. Yeah, we'll stick with first damage in future situations like that.
Got it. And then my raven is going to fly down and give Orf advantage against the soldier that Tor is not attacking. And then I'm going to end my turn.
Nice. Ooh. Productive.
I'll be faster next time. Sorry,
That's all right.
I'm dusty.
Abraham.
Abraham will launch off some Eldritch Blasts. Everyone's favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
At the this guard that Tor is not facing off with.
The one hiding
He's
behind
just kind of
the
isolated
cart.
out there.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
And another 16 to hit for a total of 20 damage.
Yeah. Almost drops him. Not
And
quite.
I will push him. I'll push him back.
Okay. 10 feet each time?
Let me double check. I mean, yeah, it doesn't say once per turn or anything like that. When you hit a creature with an Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 10 feet.
Yeah, your call on placement if you want him 10 feet back or 20 feet back.
20 feet's fine.
Cool. Alright. He stumbles over some carts. Having stumbled over said carts, I'll give him 1 bludgeoning damage.
And then I will kind of step back behind the skeleton army and say to Zachariah, well, things seem to be turning around. Excellent work.
Remind me, did the Umber Hulk come back, or am I thinking of things?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Did we kill that? I can't remember, because sometimes God deletes tokens, and I can't remember if it's... Is there a giant Umber Hulk corpse?
I just remember
There
him
is.
hitting me really hard, and then I blacked out. So I don't know.
There is a corpse?
giant Umber Hulk corpse.
Okay, I think it's dead. Sorry.
Whew.
You can study that one. I don't have much use for things of that nature.
Maybe. I'll take a look.
Alright, we've got some guards gonna go here. Got one gonna make a couple thwacks at Nelton. Crit and a miss. That hurts Nelton. We've got a few on the zombies. We'll come back to that in a minute. And we've got 2 against Tor. So Tor, 2 mace attacks. We've got an 18 and a 17.
They both miss.
Nice. And heavy crossbows, unlikely. You know, he's actually going to run up, because he can do that. Run up and get some pack tactics. 19, 10.
The 19 does hit.
Okay, so 5 bludgeoning damage. And then over on the knoll, most directly in the middle of the fog cloud. First, let's see if they retain their action.
Yeah, DC 16. God damn it, Nathan. Stop.
Only one of them gets its attacks. It's okay. It's not...
But none of them should.
It cancels out, so it's on the dice, so that's 18 and 17 to hit.
Those both hit, assuming it's this one.
Yeah, the guy that's kind of in the middle of the thick of it all.
Okay.
You hear Nelton yell, "Ow!"
Are you okay, Nelton?
No!
Oh, okay.
Let's see, the Quaggoth is dead. Nicely done. There are currently no intellect devourers on the field. Nicely done. We are back to Arf Orf.
I don't want you the way you said that.
Let's see. Got the 2 on Tor. That's really all I can see. Can I see them
Yeah, it's either
completely?
that or a giant stinking cloud.
Yeah, right. Is that one that's kind of just off to the right? Is he still covered partially? But I have advantage now.
You've got advantage now, and I think he's no longer partially covered.
Okay.
He got pushed back and then ran up past, or kind of around the cart to start attacking Tor.
Right. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the one that's right in front of Tor, and then I'm so indecisive. Yeah, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the one that's right in front of Tor. I'm gonna take a shot at the one that's right to his right.
Okay.
A 9 probably doesn't hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay.
Were you shooting the one that's almost dead?
Yeah.
You have advantage on him.
Oh, that's right. So 17.
That does hit.
Perfect.
Good job,
Thank you for
Raven.
reminding me.
Good job, Tor.
For 10 piercing.
you hurt.
Yeah, that takes him down.
Perfect.
Yeah!
And then my signature right in the eye.
The Alex special.
Then I'm going to take a shot at, and actually, when I hit him in the eye, I'm going to go bullseye.
Wow.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the one that is in front of Tor for a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that's going to be 5 piercing plus the hunter's mark, which is 1 more damage, plus my dreadful strikes, which brings it to a total of only 8 damage, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
it is what it is. So that also took your
Could've
bonus
been
action to move the hunter's mark over to him. So, any movement, or you happy in your little corner behind all the skeletons?
I'm good, I'm
You got
chilling.
it like a
He has a
phalanx
nice
over
little
there.
like meat wall going on.
Excellent marksmanship.
It's an anti-meat wall, though.
Yeah, the bones. Those are my bony
bone wall.
boys.
The bone
Right.
wall.
Tor.
You should name one of your skeletons Bone Wallace.
Okay, got it.
All right.
That
Well,
down. Penelope, would you like to be
Tor's-
named Bone Wallace?
I'm not dead.
But when you are.
I know that's gonna be like 50 years from now.
Oh, that's optimistic. Okay.
Zachariah will still be around.
Tor's
Yeah.
just gonna bash this guy with his anchor.
Yeah. Tor does what he does.
Tor just listening to that conversation just like shakes
A
his head.
9, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
Correct.
All right, and as a bonus action, his tentacle's gonna smack him.
So where is this tentacle coming from? Is it like? Because right now
belly.
I'm imagining it coming like your tongue, and that's disgusting.
He's got a belly button
it's
tentacle.
like pulling up out of the earth. It's just this tentacle.
Just like from the ground.
Shoots up out of the ground.
Just out of the ground. It's just like almost like a shadow or like watery patch that just like moves across on the ground.
Okay, that
There's just a
cool.
tentacle out of. All right, and that hits it for 8 cold damage.
Yes, I just described that to him. Anything else from Tor? He's still up.
No, that's gonna be Tor's turn at the moment.
All right. Azure just does some more magic. The West Anakin captain in the fog cloud gets his action.
Boo.
Boo.
He
is grappled and pinned right now.
Yes, he's grappled, he's prone, he can't see. He will be attacking with disadvantage.
He stinks.
He stinks.
Everyone hates
He's either
him.
gonna-
His wife divorced him.
Right?
Mind controlled by mind flayers.
There wasn't much there to begin with, let's be honest. Like, the mind flayers don't even really like him.
They tried and they were like,
He's gonna attack that same zombie that is surrounded by all of the thugs.
Zombie, huh?
Yep. I mean, I don't know what else he can do. We got an 8. We got a 9. We got a 16.
He pulled one off.
Yeah, the 16 hits, and the save for that is going to be 13. So I stay at 1 HP.
Nice.
So he's not even really good at anything, to be honest.
Wow. Nelton almost crits on
Nelton,
the
my
guard
boy.
they're fighting in the corner.
Almost crit.
My boy.
Almost crit, yeah. Still, hey, I still did good damage. Lay off.
I didn't
Got
say
my-
you didn't do.
Got my sneak attack off. Penelope's turn.
Okay.
I hear Nelton from over in the corner and I go, good job, Nelton. He's saying he has got a sneak attack.
I'm gonna fly over to like kind of above Nelton, all up in here, and I don't really feel like using any spell slots right now, so I am gonna Sacred Flame that one guard we're trying to finish off.
Cool, and that's a Dex or Wisdom I can...
But I believe it's Dex 14.
Okay. I crit failed.
Nice. You're gonna take
Hey, Nathan.
7 damage.
All right. Yes, Grant.
The other captain didn't do anything that had ran out of
Oh, thank you so much for your honesty.
I kind of forgot
I'm
about
just hoping
him.
we can kill Azure, honestly.
I don't know what Azure's doing, and I'm kind of nervous about that.
I think we're just gonna leave her here.
She's just been magic missiling.
Oh, okay.
Steady damage, not much else. Also, the guard that you hit for 7 damage had 8 hit points, but he crit failed, so I'm just saying he died.
Yay! We did it, Nelton!
How does it feel to kill someone, Penelope?
I mean, I barely did it.
Nathan's all fast and loose with the rules tonight.
I think he feels bad.
Where are you going? Coward.
So,
And then
sorry, go ahead and finish your turn, and then I'll back up to the other guard, or the other captain.
does anyone need heals? No, everyone's pretty good. I think I'm gonna end my turn there.
Healing? Ugh. Gross, Penelope.
I'm sorry, it's what I do best. Oh my gosh, and drop my phone.
What's a phone?
Was that Penelope or Ellen?
That was Ellen dropping her phone almost
Okay.
into her
Penelope, are you
out.
texting in battle? Put it down.
Okay, so the other West Anakin captain moves up around the fog cloud and lowers his musket at Tor. Tor, you've got half cover from the statue, so +2 to your AC. Got a crit fail, shoots his foot.
And dies.
and falls over dead.
Yeah.
Right. No, he's fine. He hasn't taken damage yet.
It ricochets into the head of
Zachariah's turn.
Zug Jaganku.
Half the ocean away.
It's a strong bullet. Okay. Zachariah is going to train his flintlock onto the soldier that Tor is squaring off with and fire a bolt of inky blackness. He needs to make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw as I hurl it across the battlefield.
Another crit fail. That's my 3rd crit fail in a row.
What is
That's
the
one
stats
in-
on that, y'all?
1 in 8,000.
Wow.
I did 20 necrotic damage. So I imagine,
Super dead.
looking at Tor, he just starts to bleed out of his ears and out of his nose and then just crumples before him.
I will add that as he does so, as he bleeds from his nose, something else, something large and like oozy, squeezes out of his nose
That was a giant booger.
and pops into the ground in front of Tor. It's another one of the brain guys.
Tor, will you
What was
save that one for me? Tor.
Baby brain.
Tor. Hey, Tor. Tor.
Tor just literally puts his hands over his ears.
Hey, Tor. I'd like that. I want a familiar.
Familiar.
To his right side, Tor's just starts pointing over at Raven. That's what I was gonna say before he starts.
Oh, sorry. I meant a good familiar.
Good.
Tor points over at his.
Yeah, I'll take you. Can I have yours?
No.
Sorry, talking too much in combat. Okay, I am going to... all of my Knoll zombies are going to... I'm going to drop my Stinking Cloud is what I'm going to do.
Wow,
no, I'm going to
okay.
leave it up. I'm going to leave it up. I changed my mind. All of my zombies are going to attack with advantage on the captain that's down, and all of my skeletons are going to attack the soldiers starting at noon and working their way counterclockwise.
Okay.
So for my longsword attack, I get a crit, a 22, a 12, a 19, and a 22. So I think 4 of those hit.
19, 22, 22, and crit. Yeah, 4 of them.
So
But you only have 5 zombies attacking. You listed 6 numbers.
I got a dead boy. One of my boys is dead. Okay, so I hit 3 times
Yep.
for 9, so 16 plus 9, 25 plus the crit damage would be
More than enough.
6. So I like to imagine that this captain that we have pinned in the fog cloud is having the worst day of his life, and he has a brief moment of sentience as he is pinned to the ground and gets the shit gored out of him by my zombie horde.
Mm-hmm.
And then my top longbow attacks are going on these soldiers in counterclockwise order. So 19, 9, 12, 13, 19.
And these
12,
are actually on the dice.
18, 18, 19, 21. Yep.
I didn't hear anything low enough to miss. So start reading off damage.
Yeah, okay. I do 13, 13, 10, 10, 10.
Okay, stop. 13, 13, 10. That takes out the first guy.
Okay. Then 50 more damage.
50 more?
Yeah, because 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And
Jesus.
then 19 more. So 69 more after.
Nice.
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 Did I kill
Merc.
4 people?
4 people.
Nice. Well, 5, because I also used my Toll the Dead.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a good solid like 120 damage or so with no
Yep.
spells.
Cool.
And that ends my turn.
You don't count the spell that you used a long time ago to resurrect the dead.
I drop my
Good point.
Stinking Cloud.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, fine, whatever.
What about the stinking cloud as well?
Okay, so now that you drop the Stinking Cloud, you see that the captain's head has exploded, and in its place there's another one of the little brain boys.
How many of these things are there?
Well, I'm assuming there's one per thing, right?
Well, you just killed this man off Earth with an arrow, and he didn't.
But he killed him in the head.
Yeah.
Didn't he
That
say?
was flavor.
Oh.
Abraham, it's your turn.
Inspiration to Abraham?
You only need one of those things, right? I step forward and I will Eldritch Blast one of the mind things by Tor there.
Okay.
So I'd like to fashion a small harness for it.
12 to hit.
That does hit.
12 does?
Mhm.
Oh, 12 damage.
Cool.
How's about another one for 15 for 13?
Yeah, that'll kill it. Nicely done.
And then I will, here's a good question. I guess I didn't think about it until just this moment. Can I use telekinetic to push people down on the ground?
Let's see. As a bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be moved 5 feet toward you or away from you. No.
Okay, so no.
So yes, if you are above them, or below them.
Jump! Jump!
That would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
But no, I'll just end my turn then. It's good to know
Alright.
for the future that if I'm ever find myself flying or above someone.
Yeah. Thugs' turns. There are no thugs left alive, but several of them have sort of twitching, spasmodic death throes, and out of their ear holes or eye sockets, or one of them just its entire jaw snaps off as this thing crawls out, and then their heads deflate like leaky water balloons as more intellect devourers appear.
Okay, you seem to be correct, Zachariah. There's one per.
Okay.
Not quite per, but a little over half. And now it is.
So the other one's just assholes?
Good
I
question.
think they're like Wi-Fi extenders.
Oh. What's that?
Penelope knows.
Penelope, you're on your phone again.
I'm
Focus.
sorry. I'm trying to get some good grams.
I think they're like magic resonators where they can focus into these minds and control more people through them. Kind of like you do with your undead, how you can re-establish dominance.
Sure.
So let's see. One of these little guys is going to come up and make a claw attack on Nulton.
My sweet boy.
Critting.
Nelton!
5 slashing and 5 sanity. Gonna play D&D with myself here real quick. Have fun, everyone. Let's see. And uses its Devour Intellect. Nulton has to make
What is that all about?
Oh, it's
Nulton has to make a Intelligence saving throw.
might be bad,
Fails.
y'all. Oh no.
He just got his intellect devoured.
He takes 6 sanity damage, but his intellect is not devoured.
Oh,
Okay, so he's still like, he's not in a coma.
He's not in a coma. He took 6 more sanity damage. And y'all can't see their sanity bars, right? That's DM knowledge.
No.
Cool. Excellent. That's that one. We've got 3 more little brainy guys. The one at the furthest north is gonna scramble towards Abraham, provoking 2 opportunity attacks. Two opportunity attacks from the zombies.
Oh, 13 and 10.
Got 1 hit.
For 6 damage.
6 damage, okay. Alright, and it double moved, so that's all it can do.
Oh my god, it's coming right at me!
Put it
God.
in a cage.
One more opportunity attack from another zombie as another little guy makes his way over to Tor, also double moving. Do you want to just use the next number? I think that's fine.
Yeah, go for
So
it.
is it a 6?
It is a 6, yep.
Yeah, okay. And then this last guy, so there was the sad captain whose wife just left him, who is in a fog cloud with a bunch of zombies all around him. The intellect devourer that crawled out of his brain is surrounded by 5 zombies that are still actively undead as opposed to re-dead. It's going to disengage and crawl away.
coward.
It's the perfect sound effect. We're back to Arf.
Gonna move my hunter's mark to the one that is nearest to me and Abraham and Zachariah. First and foremost. And I'm shooting away. Well, oh no, not over here. For a 14.
That hits.
For 10 piercing, plus 3 for the hunter's mark.
It
Plus-
is clinging to life.
Okay, great. So plus 2 psychic damage from the dreadful strikes.
It is not clinging to life.
Then I'm taking a shot at the one that's by Tor as well. Oh, for 9.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. It thunks into the little overturned stand.
And I go, well, you can't get them all. And that'll end my turn.
Alright, Tor.
Tor was looking visibly disappointed that everything that he went to go engage and kill literally died as he was going to kill it. Now is going to turn and try to murder this little head crab.
Inspiration.
Yay!
I will take it. And so Tor's gonna just smash down with his anchor. 22 for 11.
That hits.
And then as a bonus action, his tentacle is going to smash it as well. 18 for 9. Cold.
That also hits. It does have 1 hit point left.
That was pretty cool. That's cold damage.
And that'll be, well, it has 10 less move speed from its thing. You know what? Tor's gonna move 30 feet, giving an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And he's gonna head towards the musket boy.
Got a 17, which I think misses you, right?
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, you
Tor
don't need
just
to worry
walks
about
away.
attacks of opportunity.
He's just like-
Tor just doesn't even care. He's like, I'm going.
Yeah.
His tentacle will murder it next turn.
All right, is that all for Tor?
That is all of Tor's turn.
Excellent. That's Azure, who uses Ray of Frost and gets a crit fail, so misses the Intellect Devourer.
Has she done any damage this fight? Because I've been trying to see what she's been doing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She cheated and did magic missile a little bit.
Yeah, she's done 2 magic missiles, which are just insta damage.
Okay.
The captain will draw his rapier and march forward to meet Tor in combat.
Tor smiles and pulls up his anchor.
He does like the whole kind of salute thing with his rapier before he gets there. Very proper, very Westanican. 8, 7, and 21.
Tor will smile after taking damage
Nice. 6 piercing.
and laugh it off.
Nelton's turn. I really don't like this, guys. This thing is I think it thinks it's me or something.
Row.
Does some damage. That's on to Penelope.
Was he doing damage to the brain boy?
He was. The brain boy is not looking good.
Okay.
Nelton, that was good damage.
Because I don't know if I want to hit
Thank
that
you.
brain boy or this brain boy.
There are 2 viable targets. Well, I guess 3 if you want to finish off the one that Arf and Tor didn't quite get.
Could reach you too. No, I'm gonna go for the that brain boy that you were just pointing at, and I'm going to sacred. I want to do something cool, but I really don't want to waste spells right now. So I'm gonna sacred flame that brain boy. Make a DC 14 Dex save.
Sorry, when you say that one, it's the one that ran away from the zombies?
Sorry.
Got it, okay.
Poor Nelton.
Dex save. I fail.
All right, you're gonna take 10
10
damage.
Nice.
Radiant damage. Does that do anything? Nope. And then I'm also. Should I heal Nelton or not? I feel bad. What are you guys looking? Does anyone? Could anyone use any heals?
Healing's gross.
I'm doing quite fine.
Fine, I'm gonna heal Nelton with a level 1 healing word.
All right. Have you still have your wings. Have you been remembering to add extra radiant damage once per round?
I have not, so that would actually be 17 radiant damage.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Forgot about that.
Gets him down to his last leg. He's still up, but not looking good.
Thank you for remembering that. And then I'm gonna heal Healing World. I'm gonna say, Nelton, you can do it. I believe in you. And heal him for a 7 HP.
I don't know about that, Penelope. This thing really thinks it's me.
I just think if you keep stabbing it, then it will go away.
Hey, could we clarify what he means by that? Why do you think it thinks it's you?
It just does, okay?
How do you know that?
I know. I know because I do.
Is it talking
It's your turn,
to you?
Zachariah.
Nelton, do I need to kill you right now? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, my zombies that can, because zombies only get 20 feet of movement, so not all of them are going to make it. But 3 of my zombies are going to head towards the intellect devourer that has run away from the group of Azure and Nelton, and the other 2 I think are just going to stay idle for now. My skeletons are going to take a step up, trying to simulate the stepping in tune with each other that the intellect devourers were doing. And I'm going to call out, Cephalosk, we're coming for you next. And then going to unleash 3 attacks on the first brain boy, and then the rest of my skeletons attacking the other 2 intellect devourers, and if there's any remainder, we'll go on the captain.
All right.
So my longbow attacks are crit. Does that kill this one? For a crit for...
Yeah. The one that's threatening Nelton dies.
Okay. Does a 13 kill this one?
It does. The one that was next to Tor previously.
Yes.
Yep.
And then for my longsword attacks, I got a 17, a 15, a 14, 15... Wait, no, a 17, a 15, and a 14. 3 attacks. Does that kill this one?
It does. All of the intellect devourers on the field are dead.
Did Cephalask hear me? And then on the captain, I get a crit, a 17, and a 21.
Those all hit?
3 that hit for 18 damage and 12. So 30 damage on the captain.
Okay.
And then I am going to fire my flintlock at him.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saved. I rolled really good damage. Holy shit.
I got a 16.
Oh, man, that would have been... I'm going to Silver Barbs it, because I just did so much fucking damage to him.
All right. Got a 13, I take it.
Willing to spend the spell slot for that. Let me expend my spell slot real quick.
So 24 necrotic damage?
Well, 24 plus 3, 27 total.
He is at 1 hit point.
Damn it.
But then a brain's gonna crawl out of him.
Can I have cool points for yelling at Cephalosk since someone else got cool points earlier?
You can, I'll give you inspiration, but I also need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What? Why?
Is he always?
You yelled at Cephalosk.
I yelled at Cephalosk.
Why do we have to make charisma saving throws for yelling at him?
I got a 16.
All right,
Didn't he
nothing
creep into our brains
adverse
last
happens.
session?
Yeah, Zachariah, you
did.
feel a heavy presence in your mind, but it retreats
I do
without...
feel it. I feel him.
Yeah, you do.
I turned to Arf like, he heard that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so I got the wrong voice.
Clacker, where'd you come from?
Zachariah gives a 20-yard stare. He's like, I miss my friends.
Arf goes, oh no, you gotta be careful with what you say then.
No, it's really cool. That was a cool thing.
Oh, well, enjoy, I guess.
Abraham.
Well, everything seems to be mostly dead. I will advance to just behind this thing. Tor, this giant dragon statue in the center of town here.
Yeah.
Tor,
I like how you
don't
say
mind if
everything
I-
seems to be dead when half of the combatants started the fight dead.
I was gonna actually say that, but I thought it was just like
16 to hit the guard captain.
Not quite, unless you got the advantage
26 to hit the guard captain.
26 will do it.
For 8 damage.
Yeah, that takes him out. He had 1 left.
Tor looks visibly disappointed now.
Oh, he'll have a brain thing for you to squish.
Yeah, there's a little brain guy for you to squish.
Does it automatically pop?
Nah, nobody hit this. Give it to Tor.
Arf gets to go, and then it's Tor's turn.
Arf, kill it. It'll be funny.
Can I see it fully from my vantage point, or do I need to move?
It's gonna have 3/4 cover. You can see it, but it's low to the ground. You know, it's the size of a human brain, and there's crates and stuff in the way.
I can't move too much. Okay. So I'd have disadvantage then attacking it.
No, 3/4 cover is it has +5 to its armor class.
Oh, they're already pretty weak.
I know what its armor class is, even with +5. I think.
Wow.
In case someone paying attention to the battlefield.
I've been paying attention to the battlefield a little bit.
I don't even know if I can move
I have
anywhere to
not.
make it so I can see better anyway. Because I only have 20 movement.
Right, on your
Oh
short
my
little
God.
flippers.
Poor R.
On your short little flippers, you can't get very far.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
can't.
bouncing forward? What are you doing?
No, I have legs.
He's gonna balance some whiskey on his nose. That's his move.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go for an attack from here. Why not?
Yeah, I bet you
Fuck
can
it,
hit.
right?
So I'll move my hunter's mark over to it. Exactly. Why not? Move my hunter's mark over. 9 definitely doesn't hit. I know that.
Yep.
No.
How about a 25 to
Yes,
hit?
that
Okay,
hits.
great. That's gonna do 8 plus 6
Woo!
plus 2, so 16 damage.
That's solid damage, man.
It's almost
Nice.
dead. It might be done before we get to my turn.
No,
Probably. It's
from over here. I'll to Tor, be like, this one's all you, buddy. You got it.
and it is your
Good
turn.
job,
Tor.
Tor.
Good job.
Hearing the condescending, Tor's gonna throw a tentacle at Zachariah.
Joke's on you, I like tentacles.
The tentacle stops short and just sinks away. Then no.
Save it for
All
the
right.
OnlyFins, boys.
Beautiful.
Wow.
No, not like that. Like I appreciate the tentacle form.
You would like what kind of porn?
Oh my god.
That's gotta be inspirational.
That's gotta be.
Yes.
Question for the.
Okay.
This thing is controlling the body, right? That just attacked me, right?
It was. The body is now a corpse.
Well, I get it, but just wondering if this, actually, I'll just attack, and then we'll find out if I get to just over smash it or not. Tor's gonna bring his anchor down on that little brain.
Squish the brain.
If he rolls in that one.
Yeah.
Tor, we saved it for you.
Now the tentacle is now going to go flying across underneath crates and around things and smack into the brain. 21 to hit for 7 cold damage.
Yeah, that takes it out.
And as nobody's looking, since we're out of combat, like, tentacle just hit it from low, and then he's gonna bring the anchor back down on it and make it look like he squished it.
Even though it looks like Tor squished it, since I know I did most of it, I'm gonna under my breath go, bullseye.
Nice. Well, the dust is settled. All of the enemies have been slain in this marketplace. Remember, it's like 10:30, 11 at night at this point, so it's pretty dark. There is some amount of illumination, so everything is like dim light, and that's just from the flickering lightning and purple embers and whatnot that are drifting around in the clouds overhead.
I'm gonna go around the battlefield and collect some of the arrows that I was shooting off.
Yeah, what type of armor were the captains wearing, Nathan?
Splint. I bet you want that, right? Splint's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be collecting. Each of my zombies will carry one of the captains, and one of my zombies will carry one of my dead zombies.
Do they have anything good, like keys or anything we might need?
Surely they have some gold on them.
They have some gold.
Tor's already pickpocketing. He's just like patting them down, looking for loot.
22 gold pieces.
Abraham's just leaning against his statue, smoking a cigarette.
Penelope's gonna fly across with the pseudo-dragon friend and land on top of the statue and then just dispel her wings, because I think it should be over by now.
Nice.
When you land, it looks at you and just kind of snorts and flies off of you back to Tor.
Thank you, friend. I don't know your name, but thank you. And I'm gonna sit on top of the dragon head while everyone's like going through the bodies.
Abraham, I'm going to step up over one of the intellect devourers.
Have you seen something of this nature before?
No, this is my first experience with such creatures, but I find their tactics to be similar to other magics I've seen. Just a different form.
Is there anything we can do to dampen it or protect our minds? Like some sort of metal foil we could wrap around our heads?
Perhaps.
You said there was a crate near this body at Tor's at, right?
Yeah,
That's part of the things
there's
covered?
abandoned market stalls and carts everywhere.
Hearing that, Tor's gonna pick up the crate and go put it on Zachariah's head. You know, that's the mind block that he's asking about.
The 20 intelligence Zachariah does not think the crate is going to help and will back away. No,
An aberrant rat falls out of the crate and scurries away.
Oh, get it, catch it! Gork, get it!
I'm on it, Zachariah! Nelton runs after it.
Nelton, get me that fucking rat!
Can I inside check while I'm watching Nelton chase down an aberrant rat? Is he a little insane?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay. That's a 24.
Ooh. He's a little insane.
Okay.
If I had to give you a rough percentage, I would say 17 out of 33.
Oof. Okay.
I don't think you know how percentages work.
Is the gold a 22 each or 22 in total?
In total.
And I think Torres said he was pocketing stuff, so who found what? Because I was also rifling through pockets.
I mean, I don't know. Y'all can...
Okay, I found 21 and you found 1.
Okay. Gonna roll a d100.
You found 21 coppers, I found 1 gold.
Tor found 56% of the treasure. So Tor gets 12 gold, Zachariah gets 10 gold.
Thanks for the clarity.
Now, when I'm picking up these arrows, I'm looking through some of the stuff from this market. Is there any whiskey laying around or any extra arrows that I'm seeing? That might have
you can make an investigation check.
In the shuffle, in the hurry to abandon this place. Investigation check for a 4.
Oh.
Only broken whiskey bottles. no content.
What a pity.
Yeah.
It was the crate Tor just emptied out to make the joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Broken whiskey bottle.
I'm just kind of like standing in the puddle of whiskey. I'm just going, what a waste.
Well, you know what they say, Arf. A seal on whiskey is mighty risky.
Did you say the boys are spending about 10 minutes or so collecting gold and looting and et cetera, et cetera?
I would say 10 minutes is fine. If y'all want to formally do a short rest, then some stuff happens.
I don't want to do a short rest, but I do want to cast.
Wait, what kind of stuff?
There's a low... Okay, so I meant to mention this on OnlyFans, but I guess it'll be free content. Nathan, who normally does not play video games, has been playing a video game a lot lately.
No.
Thanks to Alex's suggestion.
Oh no, I'm
Darkest
sorry, you
Dungeon.
guys.
I've been playing Darkest Dungeon.
Nice.
Sure.
And so
I'm
if
sorry.
if you take a short rest, there is a likelihood that something moderately bad will happen to your sanity. Not terrible, just kind of moderately bad. There is a low likelihood something terrible will happen. And there's a low likelihood that something good will happen just because you find courage within you.
Okay.
Well, let's keep moving then.
I don't know. I'm a gambler. I kind of want to see if something good happens.
I have full health, no spells have been expended.
But what if we get like birthday cake? Have you ever had a birthday? I was just reading about it.
Yes.
While we're sitting there,
Really?
I did cast Prayer Healing.
Very nice.
So that is 9 damage to whoever wants, or healing to whoever wants it, including Nelton.
But not to Zachariah.
I don't think he wants it.
I sure could go for a cup of Sanity right about now.
I'm full health.
Yeah, I mean, that spell literally can't heal Zachariah.
Yeah, it doesn't work on undead.
You know, I'll take the health.
It's fine with me, honestly.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
How's it gross? The nuns taught me how to pray, and sometimes if you pray good enough, you'll get healed up. Penelope's a faith healer, confirmed. Christian Science. Okay.
So onward to Funtime Crabs?
Onward to Funtime Crowd.
Or do we just want to keep fucking shit up? Because we're winning. Like, we could just, like, fucking take this city. Like, if
That
that's
is
the
an
best
option.
they've got, yeah, if that's the best they've got, let's just roam the streets and kill mind flayers. I'm about it. How many experience points do you think we just got?
Not using those.
Let's farm. You guys ever
I think
farmed?
we have to hit a milestone. Do something important.
I know,
yeah,
but
that
farming
sounds
works for me
familiar.
because I need arrows, I need materials. Oh, are there any goods in here? What kind of goods are there?
There are...
Wood? Metal? Twine? Cloth?
This is an audio medium, so this is the sound of me putting my face in my hands.
Dude, I have fabricate and an army.
Uh-huh.
I need
I know.
materials.
You can find raw materials. You find...
This dragon statue is made entirely of raw steel.
Nice!
Okay, you find a lot of string, not necessarily thick enough for anything more than holding canvas, like...
Oh, I just need the raw materials.
Yeah,
I don't.
right.
The string doesn't fucking matter.
Right. There's a lot of canvas. There's enough canvas to clothe, 30 people.
Nice.
There's wooden
Excellent.
crates and whatnot. There's enough wood and metal banding to make some... In fabricate terms, you could probably arm everyone with spears, or I would let them be...
Yeah, it's not quite worth carrying. I need, like,
Right.
a lot.
Yeah.
I need, like, a plate armor worth set.
Yeah. I mean, it's plate armor probably not in this marketplace, but this marketplace is abandoned and the supplies is here for you to, like, keep stock of. If
Sure.
you need to come back later.
All right. Let's continue on. Nelton, did you catch that aberrant rat?
No, it turned around and hissed at me, and then I felt like it thought that it was me, and that I didn't need to be there because it thought it was me, and so I ran away.
Nelton, come
Sorry.
here. Nelton, come here.
Not everything thinks that it's you. You don't have to be so egotistical.
I whisper in his ear, I am Nelton.
What? No, not you. He shanks you. Does a 15 hit?
What? Yeah.
That's 5 piercing damage.
Ow! Nelton, I'm joking. It
Stay away.
was a joke.
That wasn't funny, Zachariah.
It was hilarious. And that hurt, though. You chipped my rib.
I'm getting good with this thing, and he butterflies the knife through his fingers.
That's one of his fingers off.
That's one of his fingers.
You're
off.
freaking me out, kid.
Both parts of joke funny.
Alright, to the crabs.
To the crabs. So no short resting?
No, unless we want to go
Depends.
back to
Anymore.
unless we go back to the lion's den.
No, let's just we need to like have, unless we're just killing monsters, we need to like take a strategic point
I
in the
say
city.
yes. Objective based is the best way to be. We should take something. The streets are, just a means to an end. We gotta take something from them that they want.
All right.
Cephalosk may know that we're here, though. Just, I maybe taunted him just for the record.
I think
Well-
you yelling at him kind of gave away our position. Not gonna lie.
Should I spy and see if I can get a good route into a...
What if we fucking doubled back and then went into the riverbed complex and surprised him and the DM? Like right now.
You saying we should change course?
What? The riverbed complex?
No, it's just tactically it'd be really funny to make all this noise, get everything here, and then sneak back and go in the riverbed complex and take the really big objective. That'd be really, really fun.
You are welcome to try.
I don't know what that means. Toys balls. Everyone's being very quiet. Let's just do the crabs thing.
Right, this is Azure speaking. She speaks for the first time after this battle. She's like, right, I really think we should take the crags. That is a magical vantage point as well, so there's good loot there, and it allows the myself and the other mages to be able to restaff our location. I think it's a really defensible place as well, so attacking it might be kind of hard, but once we take it, then we're in good shape.
Was that a pun?
What?
Was that a pun?
Not intentionally?
When you said restaff?
No. I'm
don't
not
get it.
amused.
Well, because of mages.
Oh.
Azure rolls her eyes and starts walking toward the fungal crabs. Crags.
Crabs.
You said it. It's canon.
Okay.
Well, there might be crabs there. Do we want to see what's going on there as we get closer? I can take a closer look without...
Sure. Yeah, I mean, let's see how much they're rallying around this place.
Yeah, let's see if there's a way we can get in, or if there's any sense of how many beasties there are over there.
Sure. So Abraham will reach into his shirt and pull out a talisman, and his eyes will go dark, like what happens when he uses his form. And Nathan, my invisible familiar, will go spy for us.
Nathan, your invisible familiar?
Its name is Nathan, is that what you're saying, Pippin?
No, he's an invisible imp.
Oh, I thought you literally said his familiar was named Nathan.
No, I was talking to Nathan.
I was like, wow, that's meta and hilarious.
No, my familiar's name is Gripnip Grabnax, but we don't really allow him to speak.
Wait, does everyone have a familiar except for me?
It would seem so.
I think Raven is on my shoulder, and he hops down to my arm, and I hold him out, and I'd be like, I think Raven needs a friend. If you'd like to,
Friend!
if you'd like to, you know.
I would love to. Come here, Raven. Come on.
Raven happily hops over to you.
Yeah.
I have a similar relationship with my familiar, I suppose you'd call it. He's a quite vulgar little creature, and as part of our pact, he does not speak.
Oh, I wish I had that. How do you get that?
It's part of our deal. He signed the contract.
Raven, why don't we have a deal?
Deal?
So at this moment, Tor starts laughing, and he's like, staffs, I get it.
Through your familiar's eyes, you see that ahead of you, the storm is worse. So if you remember, it was like hailing a little bit, not enough to be super noteworthy.
Oh, sure.
It's a little bit heavier. Still doesn't appear that it would be damaging in the form of like actual bludgeoning damage, but you would notice it would hurt and sting, even if it's not mechanically effective.
Oh, poor Gripnips.
Yeah, and the obscuring smoke gets a little bit thicker for a point, and then he emerges into what seems almost like the eye of a storm, like the eye of a hurricane. And there's still pollution, the air is still thick and smoky, but the Fungal Crags ahead of you, or ahead of your familiar, loom tall. Abraham hasn't seen this before, but Jack has when he was investigating with like his teeth falling out. You know, it's a series of spires that have bridges connecting them at different levels. So it's all, I don't know what the big city is like in Indiana, but in Minneapolis, there's like skyways connecting the different.
Yeah, there's some of those in Indianapolis, like around the hospital area.
Okay, yeah, so it's that kind of structure, just miniaturized within just the Fungal Crags. The top of two of the tallest towers seems to have completely blown off, and bright blue arcane light is pouring forth from those spires, lacing up into the soot clouds and filling the clouds with their bluish light. There's all manner of disgusting plant life that seems completely alien, dripping with bright-colored slime, leaves and flowers that look like they shouldn't be the colors they are, vines that have spines on them that seem like animalian claws or teeth.
Jeez.
The ground also appears to pulsate a little bit, as if it is actively breathing, and it could just be the lighting, but it seems like it's a violent violet purple blue, with pinkish moss coating it as well. All of it is just slightly moist.
So we don't see any creatures per se, but we do see a lot of these plants everywhere, and there's no particular one good entrance that's not plant covered.
Well, the entrance is open. There's a gateway that could be closed. It's not closed, it's wide open. You do see, or through your familiar, you see a couple guards. They look like, I can't remember. I think you fought them when you first got to town. They look humanoid, but they look like they've been corrupted into some other kind of creature. They're not quaggoths. They're not the bigger, beefier ones. They're a little bit smaller. They're less. So you know how quaggoths are vaguely humanoid, but almost look like a fusion of a bear and like a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
These things are more like humanoids that have been warped, and so their arms are longer than they should be. Their skin is gray. Their teeth are kind of hanging out. They've got weird underbites, or occasionally an extra eye or an extra ear. They're a bad Photoshop experiment.
Well, I will open my eyes and blink a couple times as my eyes come back to normal, and I mentally have my familiar return to us. And I will inform them, it seems the way is open. There's not a whole lot of resistance. Couple of guards, they look malformed. Strange plants, lots of more pollution, and we're gonna have to go through some sort of hail tornado thing, but
Nice.
seems to be clear. Maybe there's more inside. I only could go so far.
I think we can't stay here. We gotta keep going.
Indeed.
Yeah, let's go get some magic shit.
It did seem to be quite powerful magics going on in the upper levels. Fascinating.
Is there any way we can get up there? Can you fly all of us up there? Can we teleport? Can we climb the outside?
Well, I need to sleep before I can use my wings again. Kind of takes a lot out of me when I do it.
Yeah, at the moment I cannot fly. I could turn us invisible.
How far we need to climb?
How far would we need to climb?
In order to get into one of the spires through like a window,
Go up where the magic's happening.
up where the magic's happening, you'd need to climb math.
We need to climb math, everybody.
You'd need to
Ooh,
climb math.
the
It's
biggest
probably
challenge.
about 60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
That's nothing. Tor, you could just carry me. I could make a pyramid with my skeletons. And we could
They can
we
roll
could just climb up
worthy
their
up.
shoulders.
That's a good idea.
We could get up there. We can climb.
Does anyone have any rope?
Yes.
Maybe Tor can climb up there, throw some rope down.
I mean, if that's the strategy we want to do.
Yeah, my skeletons and such can help us up also. They might not all be able to get in, but that's okay. They're a little dispensable. Sorry, don't let them. I'll come back for you all, don't worry.
Mr. Abraham, you said that there... Yeah, Abraham. Sorry, I don't know why I blinked for a second. You said there was some guards on the outside. Maybe Mr. Zachariah, your friends can kind of take care of them?
Well, if we're going up the spire, do we even have to deal with them at all?
I don't know. We might need to secure an exit route.
Your imp would have seen you could climb, potentially avoiding some of the guards. It wouldn't let you get directly into the main spire because the guards would see you climbing that.
But there is access to a lower level.
Right.
I mean, what are the guards just people? Because we could just kill them. That's fine.
Yeah, they're weird, strange, malformed Photoshop people.
Photoshop people?
Don't know if they're gonna have.
That's how they were described to me.
Your familiar is odd.
From the Archwizard Adobe Shop of Horrors.
They
And
have
they probably-
giant, weird arms and smushed faces.
They all probably have little brains that are gonna crawl out too.
Possibly.
I don't know. I've never tried this stealth thing, and maybe we just go in a window and see how it works, and maybe we all die, and then we'll know not to try that again.
Stealth has worked remarkably well for me in the past.
I'll try anything once.
Can't hit what you can't see.
So to reiterate, the plan is you're going to enter the Fungal Crags, climb one of the first walls before being detected by the guards, enter through a window, explore through the skyways until you get to the magic area.
Yeah, we're going straight to the magic.
Cool.
We're not there to take this place, right? Are we? Are we here to take this place?
I think we were here to try to take this to get another strategic advantage point, and
That's
also
what
maybe
I
get
thought.
some
That's
magic.
why I was hanging along with y'all. I thought we were going to take this place back.
Azure, shut up.
You shut up.
I think
Azure.
that...
You know the inside of this place, right? Like, you used to work there.
Yes, I was a student there. I worked in the library as well.
Do you think this is the best way to get in? Like, what is your thoughts?
Oh, God.
It sounds very different based on what Abraham and his familiar there described, but I would say stealth certainly could work. I know where the skyways are. I could get us all to the right place to get us to the main spire. Not sure what the magic is all about there. That's something I have no idea about.
Is there anything worth our time on the lowest levels? Is there magic storage
Can
down
we point
there?
out we have the same information we had before she spoke? Just real quick. Okay, go ahead. Wait, does she stab me now?
She does not.
Okay. I heard a bleep.
She glares at you. That's all.
I think, I don't know. I think either way we better get going. I have a bad feeling about
Sure.
hanging. Yeah.
I mean, if there's something cool down there that we want, it might be worth our time. But if there's nothing down there, then...
Right.
Well, I thought we would take the place back so that we'd have another vantage point. That would involve probably killing or chasing off whatever we find, right?
Yeah, I think not because she said so, because she's a traitor and most of this is her fault, but I think with it in mind that we're supposed to take this place back, I think we should just go through the front door. But I'm open to trying stealth in the future.
I don't know. I think maybe if we can sneak in and then start attacking from the inside might be a little bit more of a spook than if we just march up to the front door.
I'll try it.
All right, no, I agree. I think stealth is better. We don't want to fight all the enemies all at once if we can help it, but I do think we need to fight all the enemies.
I have a theory that once we shut down the magic at the top, they will retreat, theoretically bolstering the army wherever they go. So maybe it is in our best interest to just kill them now.
Well, I changed my vote to Abraham since I'm just going whichever way the wind blows right now, so...
I agree. Stealth, figure out what's at the top, and then kind of make our way down and get rid of what we have to get rid of.
All right. So you all approach the Fungal Crags, and I will need each of you to roll initiative.
Oh,
So
God.
much for stealth.
I think they saw us.
I got a 6.
I need to roll my initiative.
Tor, are you a pretty good climber?
Yes.
That's a 20 for me.
That's a 4.
Looks like that's everyone. Perfect. So we are in initiative order now, both because, well, not because they have seen you yet. They haven't necessarily seen you yet. You can still attempt stealth if you desire. There is a window not far away on this wall to your left on the map. And ahead of you, obviously, there's all kinds of disgusting and horrifying foliage. What else? We are also in initiative right now because the air is magically radioactive, not the healthiest to breathe, and on the end of each round, bad things might happen to you.
I think it's fine.
It absorbs into your bones as well, so you're not exempt.
I don't need to breathe. Oh wait, it just is okay. It's not okay. Got it.
It's like corrosive air, not toxic fumes.
So what if we can hold our breath for a long time and our bones aren't exposed?
I don't think he's giving us any mechanical advantage against his air. Is
What if
the message?
Correct.
Assemble suits made out of canvas.
I think God is being clear. He wants us to deal with the air normally.
That is the insinuation.
Or a big bubble.
Big
hamster
bubble. I like that.
On that cheery note, and as you step into this eye of the storm, that's where we're going to break for this week. So we'll resolve the fun time crabs next week. This has been Sanity Damage, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Thank you for joining us on this epic voyage. We would love to hear from you. You can go to linktree/the Kaleidosphere or linktree/sanity damage to find links to the social media, email, Discord, all of the stuff. Discord is the best place to hang out with us. We're very active there. It's a great time. This podcast is a homebrew podcast, and our dice sponsor is FanRoll. You can get lots of beautiful dice. We, at the network, actually recently had a FanRoll-based dice gift exchange, like a Secret Santa thing. That was fun. They've got beautiful dice, they've got dice accessories, and you can use the homebrew, use the word homebrew in the discount code option at checkout for 10% off anything on the website. That is fanrolldice.com with coupon code homebrew. This campaign is dedicated to Brandon, who we hold in loving memory. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a sanity damage. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a sanity damage campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. Join us next week at the Funtime Crabs.